What you'll be able to tell from here is that we've been able to construct a portfolio predominantly with ETFs. And the ironic thing is, when this client first came to us a couple of years ago, they'd never heard of an ETF. It took them a long time to shift towards this type of portfolio. But today, they want to get rid of more and more of the longer investments that they had and shift more into ETFs. Right? It's an education process and it takes time. Does anyone have any questions about this before we move on that they want to throw up? No? Cool. Yeah? Yep, I'll come to that in a couple of minutes, in fact. Okey-doke. So once we put that portfolio into place, we compare it back to the target asset allocation, and also in this case we've got 50-50 or close enough, and satellite, core and satellite. You'll notice that we've even got ETFs in satellite investments. By satellite investments we mean they're not core to the portfolio. It does not mean ETF is all core and active is all satellite, if that makes sense. Yeah? All of this, what's good for us, is it's all part of a conversation that we can have with the client that they get. They understand and they can have an open conversation and throw their own input into these investments. On an ongoing basis, this for us is an incredible discussion tool that we have with our clients. We compare where we're at with regards to our current asset allocation, where our target is, and what the variance is to the target. And that becomes a large part of our ongoing conversation with clients. And ETFs allow you to shift back to rebalance that on an easy way. Great question earlier about how do we educate the client. The easiest way we found with educating clients was this slide. Clients rank ETFs up there with CFDs, CDOs, and CDSs. 3-letter acronyms that blow their mind. As advisors, we know they're not credit default swaps. They're not collateralized debt obligations, nor are they contracts for difference. You put this slide or a similar in front of them and say, when you get an ETF, you know what? You get these stocks. Do you recognise any of these? You know what? Not only do I recognise some of them, I recognise all of them. Well, not only that, you get all of them, but all the dividends that they pay and all of the the franking credits and the imputation credits, that gets passed through to you as well. They're buying one share. Do you understand? You know how to buy a share. Well, you buy an ETF in the same way on the ASX. Tradable, T+3. They get that. Well, they don't get it straight away, but they get that more so than reading a paragraph about some esoteric 3-letter acronym. Does that answer the question? Cool. Some of the other key issues, and again, coming back to having client discussions. That's what makes your relationship with the client stronger. Having discussions that they get, that they're intrigued by, that they find interesting. First of all, we had a number of clients in the August, was it 2011, when the market went down about 7% in 2 days. We had a number of our top clients ring up and say, right, I want to take advantage of this. I want to buy. What do I buy? ASX 50, ASX 200. Easy. I made 7% in a day. And they locked out. They sold. So they did lock in a profit. A couple of people have raised issues today about liquidity. A couple of key lessons we've learned. Don't trade in the first hour, last hour, raised earlier. Don't trade when the underlying markets aren't open, so for the international ones. Don't put at limit, don't put at market, put limit prices in. And always look at the spread. A number of times I've gone to do trades and the spread's been too wide. Just don't trade. Wait. The storytelling, the ability to convey to clients simple, what are quite complex investing stories in simple terms that they can understand, that they can relate to, they can ask questions about. ETFs enable that. So whether it be a financials, which people have mentioned, whether it be a high yield, or whether it be a small cap, some clients are taking a contrarian view on Europe. An easy way to do that is via an ETF, emerging markets, consumer staples. Whether you're pro or anti, whether you think they're good now or not, at some stage they're going to be a potential good investment. I've written my sister and I have both written 2 articles, one on ETFs in Eureka Report, the other was on Core and Satellite in Charter magazine. So if anyone's interested in those, connect with me on LinkedIn and I can send you through a copy. But again, they're written so that clients can understand and advisors can understand as well.